Hey, welcome back to the Nothing to Fear podcast. I'm your boy Blanco Pro. You know it's a people's podcast, of course, and we're back into the studio settings today. You know what I mean? This is settings that the people love. And today we have a very special guest today. Why I say very special guest? Because we shared the experience for probably I would say approximately over 10 years now. Which is I think is cool, and we always having that vibration when you come to the spot, and it's only right that we don't keep that vibration to ourselves. We kind of spread it so people can understand from our perspective how we share values, and you know what I mean, and teach the people the right way where we can teach them. You see me?
Yeah. Each one teach one, man.
Welcome to the Nothing to Fear podcast, my brother.
Thank you. Appreciate the opportunity.
Happy to have you here.
Appreciate the opportunity, man.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Shout out to my boy over here in the cut as usual, Anton.
Always here. Always here in the cut, man.
Yes,
What's going on?
sir.
Welcome, brother.
Yeah. Pleasure to get friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
So the Christmas holidays are off. You know, it's a Christmas holiday. They created it, so it passed
Right.
on.
Yeah.
We're approaching a new calendar year. You know what I mean? So talk to me, man. How you been, man?
Yeah, man. I've been blessed. Highly favored. That's really taken on it's more than a connotation now, and I really live it. This month we was just talking about me fasting.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And how important that is for your body to release all the toxins. But also for me it was definitely part of my spiritual undertaking.
Which is right.
Right. I was somebody that suffered long term with COVID. That shit hit me really, really hard.
I really didn't know that.
Yeah.
I know that first time because
Yeah.
you know what I mean, we're that close and shit.
Right.
How was that, man? Talk to the people. Tell them what
that-
happened and what took place and
So-
how did you get over it?
So that was 2020 when I caught it, right? March. And for the people, I'm a personal trainer. So
Yeah, word.
right. So
Sorry about that.
Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah.
So I'm exchanging energy with a lot of people, as well as I can catch what they can catch, right? So shit hit me, and it hit me really hard, right? Like I was down, and then even that was, let's say, March.
Yeah.
Even let's say by August, I still wasn't right. I was okay to move, but my body was completely debilitated.
Word,
Right.
I can remember in quite a few times come to the shop and you was like totally out of breath.
Right, remember, like
Yeah.
I was much bigger, twice the size I was now.
Yeah.
I lost a lot of weight, a lot of size. My body had atrophy. And I wasn't right now. I was dealing with insomnia. My heart was off. A lot of things, man. But
Thank God, man.
Yeah. Thank God, man, because it was definitely an opportunity to stay still,
Yeah.
get humble, and then really arm myself with virtues and righteous living. Right. And to talk about how I got over it now,
Yeah.
and I'm still getting over it because it's a process, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went 2-3 years ago. Now I told you I was seeing like a whole bunch of doctors.
Yeah.
Right? All these doctors with their doctorates and
Can't figure
all
it out.
right.
Can't figure it out.
Can't figure anything out, right? I'm doing colonoscopy, endoscopy. They want me to do a biopsy, which I didn't do,
Yeah.
right? But for months, I probably saw about 5-6 doctors, and they wanted to rule things out.
Yeah.
But then they wanted me to just start taking pills. And I'm very selective with, what I put in my body already. So I was just like, I want me to just take pills. So, the whole practice is on it, like, let's do it based on, what your symptoms would say. Let's see how it feels. I'm like, nah, man, nah. So at this point in time, I'm like about 2 years into meditating, right? And it came to me through meditation that it was time to up my discipline and stop eating meat, right? So I stopped eating chicken, I stopped eating beef, right? And I was already a picky and disciplined eater, but there's other levels to it, right? So then I strictly went from just provisions, fish, fruits, just a really, really light and, you know, spirit-based diet, man. You know, it really feeds the soul, the spirit. And then, let's say that was October, I got better. I was out 2 weeks from work at this time. I never missed 2 weeks of anything, bro. School, no work ever in my life up until this point. Like, I was down bad, bro. Like, I felt like I was dying. Like a slow death, like, really. Only God knows, man. So, then it came to me through meditation to fast.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, I just, one day, literally the first day of December, you know.
How did you get to that meditation part? What's led you there?
So,
that, because meditation is not no regular thing. You have to, it's a calling. It doesn't just happen like that. So how did you get to that point where meditation comes in, the fasting, and the whole different type of ways how you eat? Tell them how you get there.
So, you know, we talk about how, you know, we put energy out. So my cousin actually, Eon, let's shout out to Eon, man. I reached out to him because it was not just the issue I was having, but it was a family issue as well also. And he extended an olive branch to me. And he told me to come down on Atlanta where he was living. And he's like, yo, you gotta keep still. You gotta start meditating. You know, it just gave me a lot of tools, man, to really give time to myself and keep quiet and so forth. You know what I'm saying? That was really it. Because, you know, we've been conditioned from very, very young, especially in the society we live, man, that you gotta be competitive. We always gotta be doing something. If we're not doing something, then we're doing something. We're wrong, right?
They teach us how to work for money. That's what they do.
Right. To keep us a part of the system. Right.
Yep.
So you know what I mean? I pretty much unplugged, man. You know, so me and him, we really, really sat down, man, and like, yo, man, we just really built together, man, and like, you know. So I unplugged from the system altogether. I came off of also social media, stopped watching TV. Like, I really just put the focus internally. So yeah, man, my cousin really extended that olive branch to me.
So you have to black out all the outside noise.
Yeah, man, all the outside noise and then the kingdom's within.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The kingdom's within, man.
Yes.
You gotta take care of, you know, our body, and that's something he told me. He was like, yo, you have the discipline already. You just gotta really put it in manifestation every which way. Spiritually, mentally. Right?
Manifestation, very important. Yo, Chris was good though. What you been? How was your week?
I'm good. My week was good, man. Everything's good, solid, man. I'm just listening to, you know,
the story.
and it's taking me back to when I went through my transformational period just a year ago, and it wasn't as like what you went through, but for as far as fasting and meditation, you know, that wasn't really part of my routine growing up. I wasn't really the prayer type and going to church, and then wasn't really doing none of that until like the last maybe 2 years.
You see how important that is?
And then, you know, for me, you know, I was going through my own share of stuff that I was going through, and depression and everything else. And mainly a lot of self-esteem problems with myself, image-wise. Because, like, I was, like, 295 pounds. Like, I was, like, huge. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Chris talks about all the time on the show, I was big. Like, when I was a kid, I was huge. And then, but, you know, for me, that's why I really play. I didn't think it was a problem for me at one point until it got to the point where it's like, I was hardly sleeping. I had problems sleeping, going to sleep and staying asleep.
Right. Yep.
You know, walking upstairs was a problem. You know, even just walking to the store, I'm like, yeah, I gotta walk to the store. Now I actually embrace taking that walk to the store. Yo, store, I really
right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Life changes.
Yeah. And then
Life changes, boys.
you know, for me, last year was 2022 going to 23. Went through some drama, or whatever, that led me to just say, you know what, I gotta change myself. I gotta get better with me. Like, I'm tired of all the bullshit that's coming my way because I'm not right with myself, and I'm allowing a lot of this stuff to come in because I'm not right with myself.
Right. Yep.
You know
what I mean?
Talk a little bit
So
louder.
then, yeah, I know. We're working on it. You know what I mean? We're working on it. We get there. And then for me, I did a 30-day fast first. I had no food. It was just straight water, and then treadmill every day. And then with that, I was also wearing like garbage bags, sweat bags. I was just gotta lose the weight. You know what I mean? It took me I think I lost about 25 to 35 pounds that first month.
Yep.
Because most you already know most of that, as a trainer, you know most of that is water weight anyways. Water weight. Yeah, but I felt 10 times better.
Yeah, of course.
Because not just the weight loss, it was the fact of like the accomplishment that I was doing.
Yeah, the discipline.
The discipline and accomplishment. It's like it started to play to my confidence level.
Absolutely.
I can do something because if I can do this, I can do everything else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, if I can put 20 minutes into this working out here and it's paying off, then I can put this into this, and eventually it will pay off. Right. You know, and then I went through that transformational period where I then dropped about. I went from 295 to my lowest was 200. I did that in about the first 4 months.
Yeah. That's
for 4 or 5 months.
So you're real consistent, man. Yep.
And then it was just straight on, kept it going, stay consistent, back and forth. I gained a little bit of it back before this year, and then I dropped it again. Like the rest of it, I just got rid of the rest of that shit one time. And I've been staying the same weight ever since. Like, I put on more body fat percentage than anything else. Right. It's because I'm eating nothing but fucking honey buns and snacks and shit.
Right. But you have the wherewithal now to know though what right,
and
like
this,
what it takes.
Yes,
right.
And this goes back to what we talked about earlier about, you know, sometimes you'll fall off in life, but it's about having that discipline and the awareness to catch yourself before you fall too far, because we're all human. Right. We're all gonna make mistakes. We're gonna fuck up here and there. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go back, probably get depressed and be in your house, or you may do the wrong thing to somebody that you like. Damn, what did I just do? Or what did I just say? But you have to know to yourself. One, forgive yourself. Start with that first, because you are just human. And then forgive who you gotta forgive, and then move forward. You know what I mean?
Deja vu, boy. Like it happens, bro. Like,
it happens.
It happens. You can't. That's something that you can't get rid of. You know what I mean?
But then, when I went through that journey, next you know, I lost the weight, felt better, and then I had to step it up again because something still didn't feel settled in me.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then I started doing the meditation in the morning, a part of the routine.
Okay, right.
And I would just, and nothing crazy, I was just 15 minutes. And I put on an alarm clock, and then alarm sounds, I have a nice calm alarm that goes off so that it doesn't jolt me up, it just calms me out of the state I'm in. Yeah, man. And I feel 10 times better. And I learned for myself that I need routine in my life in order to stay focused. Because I'll lose my shit. Yeah. I'll get depressed. If I don't have a routine of just even basic shit like, let me get up and do 20 minutes on the treadmill and then check that off my list. Right. Then make my bed, check that off my list. Right. Then go and do my meditation, 15 minutes of that, check it off. I gotta do at least those things. Yep. Before my day starts. Right. Otherwise, then I'm all.
You're not ready for the world. You're not ready. You gotta put that time into yourself, and then be ready. I have these conversations with my clients and my friends every day, man. You know, like, that's exactly what it's about. It's a daily thing that you have to go through. And then it's about the vulnerability, right? Yeah. Because like we're taught to like not feel and be numb and like right? So then what that does is it just creates disease and negative energy in the body. The body doesn't forget, right? The body stores it, right?
That trauma.
Right. Yes. So and the thing is like we're especially mainstream media and all that is teaching us to like, well, you're supposed to feel this way. You're supposed to feel high all the time. No, but
that's why you have to stay away from that mainstream, that media. That media is unhealthy.
It's wicked, man.
You wanna live your best life? Just mind your own business. And feed your brain.
Yes.
Right. I'm telling you. Yes. Like my daughter bought me a book for she got me reading again. Like she bought me a book for Christmas. Yeah, like that's the dopest shit. Like real shit, no lie. Like I'm reading again. Like this is what I used to do. So I'm feeding the brain. I'm medicating myself. Right. You know what I mean? Not about business alone, but spirituality. You know what I mean? Getting involved, learning how to turn your frequency out. Because every time this brother come here, we always like
man.
Go down that lane. Yeah. And there's a lot of stuff that bothers us, like nowadays living the way of life, what they call it nowadays. Like voice your opinion and currently situation with these generation. Like
well, yeah, like I think again, we're not living in a space of vulnerability. A lot of things are very transactional, right? They pit. When I say they, you know, like the people that try to control everything, they really pit us against each other, right? Man versus woman, especially within our community, you know. black.
They've been doing it since the cracker had been doing it.
Oh, I mean, even before that. You know,
I know
like,
before that, but
right.
that was the height of like let's divide them once and for all.
You know,
Because it's been divided since then. We had movements, yes, in the 80s and 90s, but once we started really incarcerating our black men to go to jail for the most pettiest shit or deport them for petty shit, now you're separating the families. And then wait, not to sound that guy, but then we're gonna not only we're gonna push the black men out, but then we're gonna feed the narrative that black women don't need their black kings.
That's where welfare came in, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Think about
there you go.
Remember that's what they use
Not just
welfare
welfare.
against us. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not just saying just that, but you know, like a lot of like the government, they put a lot of things in place, right? So like it incentivized women to like black women to like you don't need a man, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You think independent.
Right.
Yes.
That's the hardest thing a female could ever do.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
to say that they're independent. You just inherit slavery.
You know what's-
just by saying that.
You know what's crazy though about that? And I find this conversation more funny. We might get in trouble for this. I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm gonna say it anyways.
Yeah.
You don't never hear a man say I'm independent.
I don't ever hear a straight man say I don't need a woman.
That too.
That's too.
But I never hear a man say, yo, I'm a strong independent man. Or I'm a strong independent black man.
Yeah,
No, nigga, I'm a man.
Right, that's it.
And when we getting fucked up in the streets, because I'm a black man in America, what do you want me to do? They kind of keep bothering me.
I understand
But-
that people go through shit, right?
Yeah.
I understand that people go through shit. Like, you can't go through shit and experience it, and then in return you're still coming back talking about your independence as a female. That's
Not just that, but if you're gonna do that, then don't ask for nothing from nobody.
we want to resolve the problem. We don't want to. We want to resolve the problem. We want to try to resolve the problem.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
So
the thing about it is that what females don't understand that like when you meet a man and you're gonna tell a man that I'm independent, I don't need a man. I understand you probably go through some stuff in life. You know what I mean? But life doesn't stop there. I want you to understand that. And two together make life more easier.
Facts.
So
definitely.
just think about it. Just like the brother say, sometimes we gotta pivot. They said that earlier. Sometimes you gotta pivot and think about it. And you go right back to meditation.
Right.
Very important to touch the base of spirituality.
Yeah.
That's when you're most calm.
Yeah.
That's when you're most sane. That's when you can see things from all angles. You know what I mean? This brother always talks educate me with a lot of dope shit that I never even know.
Yeah, it's anecdotal, man. It's anecdotal. What I've been through, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Remember, I was in a relationship. I came out of it, and
Yeah.
you know, like there's been a lot of change, man, and like I embraced the change. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And then, like we talk about, Anton went through this, and what he went through, and it was a resistant, right? It was hard, right? When you want to build muscle, right?
Of course.
You got to feel some type of pain, right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So like, we all have to experience some type of pain, man. That's how you build muscle, right? That's how you build tolerance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it's a part of the storm. You gotta embrace it. You know what I'm saying? But everybody's chasing a high, and the high that they chasing is really self-service. All about ego, right?
That's the difference,
right? Feeding that beast, right? And then when you're not feeling right, that energy it stays there. It stays with you. Right, so then the body starts fighting itself, right? Because the body doesn't know.
It's too busy right
now. You know what I mean,
body,
right? Right. You know what I mean? It starts operating like the mind, but
like a computer that's
right.
Yeah,
but and it's because the mind has been like pretty much computing and making it be that way essentially. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't know the difference. So everything comes in like it has to be in harmony with each other, right? Mm-hmm. Everything, mind, body, soul.
That's why detox is very important.
Right,
detox
from everything.
And
then what you put in your body, you know what I mean, it's wicked as well also.
Yeah. So
it can be.
We're gonna come back with this topic. It's very interesting. Right now you start up. So we're gonna be back. Check me out. Welcome back. Yeah, we had to take a break real quick. Okay, welcome back. So remember, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Bring someone to the community. You know, it's a people's podcast. It's a community. We're about a community. We're about upliftment. I mean, we're about motivation, inspiration. You know what I mean? We're about teaching each other. Each one teach one. So this is the Nothing to Fear podcast. We're back and we're on the topic of relationship. Of how nowadays people look at life and how not really the people, or they really taught them to live. You know what I'm saying? Because I think you have a lot to do with what they feed them.
That's a fact.
Absolutely.
And to a point you said earlier, we keep seeking this kind of adrenaline.
Mm-hmm.
This type of like, not so much satisfaction yet, but it's like we're adrenaline junkies because we're watching everything on social media, and that's why it was good when you say you took a break from social media because you're feeding yourself with that. You don't think it's negative, but it is. When you're watching other people live a life that you want to live and then you're not there, you're only depressing yourself today because you're not there yet, and now you're in this constant loop of, oh
and
my
it's
God.
not a real place.
It's not a real place.
It's not a real place.
And
that's what it seems like, right?
And not just that, you never feel good enough with yourself and your own self accomplishments.
Right.
You're always watching other people, and that causes you more problems than you need in your life.
Right.
And that even goes to even how relationships run when it comes to what we were just talking about. Because now you're looking at, they're going to this place, but you don't even know that just probably 5 minutes before that video made you seeing, they had a huge fucking argument.
Oh my gosh, bro.
You know what I'm saying? They just finished arguing.
People gonna show you what they want you to see on that shit, bro.
You know what I mean?
That don't mean that it's real or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like, we searching for this high. That's everything outside of ourselves instead of inside of ourselves, right?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, that was like, yo, man, like, I can't even. Nah, I will go there. I don't care.
Keep
I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. But it was just like, with and I'm definitely culpable as well, also, right? Like, I'm not above reproach, I'm not above blame and so forth. But like, just as a community, we're not taught and we're not embracing family and community. You know what I'm saying? Right.
That's exactly what they
put
out there for you to gravitate to that and hang on to that type of lifestyle.
So it's like, yo, I'm hearing certain shit. Like, I don't do it. I don't look at podcasts or anything, but like, I had like a couple friends that would come back to me and it would be a topic of conversation. Mm-hmm. They talking about what they hear. I'm like, yo, come on, man. Like, what are you bringing to the table and this shit? Like, that's not love. Like, love is a superpower, bro. It's unconditional, right?
When did it get there, though? Like,
right?
When did we get to this place where we're talking about what are you?
Well, because a lot of people have been emulating people that they think they know, these celebrities and shit like that. And they're all controlled by somebody else. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And like, with that being said, right? Like, cause like, who do they reference when they talking about shit like this? Right? Well, Beyonce or Jay-Z or somebody's. They swear they know their relationship or whatever the case is, or what somebody sending a song or whatever the case is, right? But then, like, let's look back at, like, way before my generation, right? I'm 37, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, there's a good reference point where there's still music with love, but there's a lot of destruction and shit like that. But my pops, like, he's like, that's not music. Like, look at what it's making you do. Look at what's making y'all do, whatever the case is, right? Yeah. So, like, then we talk about, like, that frequency. Yeah. So now I'm talking about, I brought up transactional, right?
Yes.
And then, like, well, if you're not doing this, then I'm like, wait, what? Yo, if I know there's no food in the house, like, I'm gonna get food because, and not just for me, for everybody. Like, like, cause you gotta eat. We gotta eat or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, you come home from work or whatever the case is, I'm gonna give you your space, and then like, bro, you ever come home? It's like, yo,
I'm gonna
go ahead, Jess.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna say a little bit of maybe it's the Capricorn in me, maybe probably, but I feel like there is some type of transactional nature that needs to be done when it comes to in relationship and in love.
All right, let me.
It's supposed to be. It is unconditional.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, though, it's your person is supposed to be. How can I put it? It's supposed to be a flow of energy.
That's different.
That's the transaction I'm talking about.
The transaction I'm talking about. Well, what
it
I was
should be a
alluding
flow.
To is more so. You know what? If I pay it'd be about money. Mm-hmm. It'd be about bullshit. Mm-hmm. It'd be about bullshit. You know what I mean? But like, when you talk, the transaction you talking about is something that's built out of like virtuous living and righteousness. You know what I mean? Like love and so forth. So it's like, all right, I know you're mad right now, and yeah, you saying, but you know what? I'm gonna allow grace.
Yes.
So you can vent, right? So you can express what you have to express or whatever. Like that's a different type of transaction. You know what I'm saying?
And
like
then-
that
and
is
then-
what builds
Yeah,
togetherness.
and then when you
stuff
need that
like
love and support, it's like, okay, yo, you can do this, or you got this, or you're way better than what you think you are. What do you need from me
Right,
to
right.
help you get there?
Right.
That kind of support.
allow you
push
to just give you that space to be mad, bro.
That's
The hardest thing about this is people our age is falling for that lifestyle. Like, why would you want to live that type of lifestyle when you already experience this type of lifestyle? When we're supposed to hold that core morals together and lead the way so these kids could actually see something different.
Touch home.
It's all, of course, it's all something different from what they're feeding them in the social atmosphere. Like, that's what messing up everything. You know that, right?
I
The
said
social
it.
atmosphere, the fake life that they created for people.
Oh, and it's everywhere.
That's what mashing up everywhere.
Oh, it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
I've been said though.
I
Yeah.
think when you go when you go outside, man, you're like music of frequency. And I love music, bro. What be happening?
Yeah.
Everything is just about money grab.
Mm-hmm.
1 second. Go ahead. I got
Let me take a break. Yeah, sorry about that intermission. We had a little mishap. You know what I mean? So we're just going to talk now about what we have to share with the people before we leave. What kind of inspirational you'll have to share and can drop by someone, can encourage someone who's lost and out and need a sense of direction.
My thing is stillness. Give time to yourself. Really invest in yourself. Be of service to other people, especially your neighbors. And that is that's medicine for the soul. That's medicine for your body. That's medicine for yourself and getting in touch with the kingdom inside and the Most High. Who job bless, no man curse, right? It's a real thing, man.
And you say some stuff like be a service to your neighbors. Like, do you all understand what that means? Like, each one teach one, each one help one. Let's get back into the life of giving. You know what I mean? Give back. Just the other day I had my 3rd anniversary, man.
It was a good day.
I wanted to give back
Good
to the
time.
community, man, and I was like, that was sitting with me for a while, and I had to cook some food, and we bring some, me and the brother, take it to the shelter, drop off some food at the shelter that made me feel satisfied.
Right.
I mean,
Yep.
And again, thanks to all the people that came out for the 3rd anniversary. And Chris, do you have anything to say, brother?
I was actually going to say, before we leave, let's not leave on a negative note when it comes to that topic. What are some things that you think people can do better in their relationships to improve them? Because we left, there was such a negative tone that we left
Oh,
with.
okay.
Okay.
It was so
Alright.
negative.
So
What can we do to help,
I
bring
think-
more together, man?
I think communication, bro. I think
Okay.
it's really communication and I'll use myself. Like, my thing is, it's not about being right, but it's about being on the same page.
Of course.
So listening,
Yep.
listening to really take in, because my pain will be your pain and so forth or whatever the case is, right? So listening to move forward, but not to be right and not to feed my ego or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But all right, I'm listening to take in, I'm listening to feel you, and then all right, how we come to common ground.
And it's very important too is to understand each other's.
Right, yeah.
It's very take the time out to understand each other's, because that's very important. Because habits is very it's instilled. It's a fight. It's a struggling fight that to get over certain things. So and dating is important too. Very important. Very important. And one more thing. I got my drip. I got some dope drip up in January. I just did the photo shoot for it. I'm so excited for that. Because for that, we're going to create a hype around it. And until next time, this is Nothing to Fear podcast. I'm out.